And then those of us that were guides to those individuals, we didn't have confidence enough in ourselves to even teach those things, because it's a struggle to get them to learn. It's a struggle to get them to see and to understand, and it's a struggle to teach patience. So.
But not just that. A lot of the parents nowadays, we have to work. We have to pay the bills.
It does require the father and the mother to go away from the house. Like you saying, back in the day, the father worked, he was the breadwinner, and the mom stayed home and got the kids together. And, and there was an ideology. Let me make this clear. There was an ideology at home on what our religion was going to be, the way the house was going to be ran, and certain things like that. So now with the father working, the mom working, then you have everybody else giving an ideology, and so your kids are coming home with, different thoughts and different ways of life, that they learn from the boys club, they learn from the church up the street, they learn from the Negroes on the corner, and then
everybody's planting.
Yeah, and everybody's pulling in a different direction. So, and then you have Muslims, you have Catholics, you have atheists, you have Protestants going to Catholic schools, which is get your education. But they're saying, well, this is the best thing for it. But you're changing that ideology because we don't have our own schools. We don't have control of the curriculum that's being taught. And with the martial arts, we combine the art of life and the art of self-defense, that physicality, and put it together.
It's one thing.
Right.
One thing.
So if the teaching coincides with the learning capacity of the person, the teaching and learning can and will be accomplished because everybody's on the same page. You have to find out what it is that makes them work, what makes them tick. But once again, which is another story, we would not pay our educators. We would not pay our educators. And martial arts is education. Martial arts is discipline. Martial arts is helping your home get a balance. And
your community.
Right. So
being an asset.
We have codes that my father made us. My God. He used to kill us to make us remember these things at 5, 6, and 7. Respect, confidence, inner peace, concentration, self-discipline, controlling mind and body, having harmony with others, and being an asset to your community and your family. So
that's powerful.
But see, what has happened is that we don't have an identity with our obligation in life. Grandmaster Roman and I was just talking this morning. We offered prayer this morning, 6:28. Okay, 6:28. Okay. So after we get through offering prayer, we talk for a little bit until we get doze off again and try and get an hour's sleep, okay? But this morning we were talking, and so here's a concept that I want you to just take your time and embrace. When we sleep, our soul rises above our bodies. And the Creator, when He calls us back, some of us are called back to the body, and then some of us are called to wherever the transcending place or purgatory or wherever it is that they go, okay? So when we're called back to this body, this carnal manifestation, okay, we come back to this body. What happens is we have an obligation of that breath of life, that opportunity to come out. We have an obligation for that breath. And what has happened is that these kids forget what they go to school for.
They have no accountability.
And we forget what we're living for. So we're just caught up into all of the distractions until something happens, and then we go to our attorney, our religious attorney, which is the Creator. Oh, please help me. Give me honest. I won't do it again. Yes, you are. Yes, you will. Because the only reason you're having this conversation with your Creator is that you're in trouble.
You're caught in whatever,
whatever you put yourself into, and you say, "Well, help me, get me out of it," and you go from there. But here's the reality. 1,440 minutes in a day. How many of those 1,440 minutes do you call on your Creator and give thanks? How many those 1,440 minutes in that day do you call on your Creator when you're not in trouble, when there's not adversity in front of you, when you don't need help? See, so we have to identify with our children, one, their purpose, and that they have an obligation for that purpose. Grandmaster Romeo always says, man, look, man, what is your purpose in life? you know. And a lot of us say, well, you know, they got time, they can learn the purpose. No, if you give them that. I just posted a thing on Facebook two days ago where this 14-year-old did a 4-year degree in 1 year.
Oh, wow.
But the expectations, and this is what we bring to the table with our martial arts. We work with the kids. We teach them how to be an asset in the community, teach them how to be responsible at home and in school.
And they get an identity of self. See,
everybody
self-knowledge.
Think, everybody think it's just kicking and punching.
No,
but it's not.
It's bigger than that, you know. And the thing is, that identity of self, once you learn who you are, what you are, and that you have an obligation to be here, that you have a purpose. And see, I was talking to some of the kids the other day, Grandmaster and I, and the question was, what do you think would happen to somebody that killed a prophet or killed a messenger that the Creator sent? Or somebody that just got in the way of, you know, somebody getting that knowledge? And everybody's like, oh man, the Creator would destroy him, would cut him down. I said, yeah. I said, but what if you're the messenger and you're denying yourself that knowledge? What if you are the one that's supposed to invent the cure to the cancer that's going on today, and you're not doing your studies? Everybody remembers Jonah. Muslims call him Yunus. God said, look, I need you to go over here. And I need you to get these people and teach them about me. Man, they ain't going to listen to me. He took off. Man, he went through all type of adversities in the belly of the whale, got the sickness of the gourd kind, and then he was spit back up on the same place, on the same land, at the same moment that he was supposed to have been there anyway without all the other struggles by running.
And that conversation there goes right back to us. We started off in the West End.
Right.
Worked in the West End, so then we moved out.
Yeah.
So we could make some money.
And did really good.
But we ended up right back in the West End.
Right, because we had to come back and deal with those of like minds.
Right.
Yeah, we had to come back. It wasn't about the money. See, we get distracted sometimes. And it's good to make money, but it wasn't about the money. It wasn't about ourselves and our riches and building up. No, the martial arts, my father, what did Baba say about the art?
That you can't make the money.
Fighters never pay bills. And I'm saying, well, everybody else do it. Why come we can't? But we learned that the concept of a different socioeconomic status, you know, we're not important.
So how much? So how can someone sign their kids up? Is there like an application?
Yes.
What's the monthly fee? What about like uniforms?
Yeah. Well, classes are $65 a month. Okay. Uniforms are $45. Federation T-shirts are $10. But we do family rates. So if you got more than one, you know, we'll break the rates down. If you got 3 or 4, we'll break the rates down. You know, we got a couple of families now that got 7 kids. You know, each.
And you can't pay for 7 kids.
Yeah.
65 and
so
7 times is a
we
lot.
work out. We work out what we call a
Pay rate or something.
Yeah. You know, we work that out, and we do a stimulus package. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying, for the family, and we just have people to help us out with fundraising. But now we can't shake buckets on the corners no more.
With the new audience.
Yeah, with the new audience that's out.
That's panhandling, basically.
Yeah. And we can't get and we can't get the city to come down and help us. You know, and here's the thing: we have 19 world champions in our dojo. We have 48 national champions. We compete on the world circuit. Our kids some of our kids, 9 kids, are definitely to the USA Martial Arts Hall of Fame, who are not even 18 years old and who are not even black belts yet, but they've accomplished more in 2 and 3 years. 3 or 4 years that more black belts have in 25 or 30 years. You got people that pass away that has not been inducted into the Hall of Fame yet. And you got these kids who are teenagers that building a resume. 64 cities last year, you know, at martial arts.
We just came back from the International Martial Arts Festival.
International Martial Arts Festival.
Just came back from Battle Chicago.
Yeah. Oh,
you go to Rome? I was supposed to.
Yes. We were playing. We was trying to get to Ireland that year, and it didn't work out. But
because we were raising money and couldn't get all the funds.
Yeah.
A lot of our kids are lower income area kids, and really the kids are really focus the most are the ones that can't pay.
Right.
So I mean, how do you
How
do you try to balance that?
That's right. Yeah. And see, the thing is, it's difficult to turn them away and say, well, you don't have enough money, so we can't. We don't do that. Come on in and let's work it out. But then you got some parents that don't want to work it out. They're looking for something free. But then we do have a lot of parents that get out there and hustle with us.
You have to invest in your kids.
Yeah, you have to.
But they don't look at martial arts as a necessity until we feel like that our kids are. That it is a necessity, but see, they don't think about it. A lot of them don't think about it until the kids get in trouble, and this is the last resort. So, I have to come up with something.
Yeah, and then we do have some parents that use us as punishment. Well, okay, now you're doing good. You don't have to do karate anymore because we stay on them. You're held accountable for what you do in school, home, and in the community, and then what you do in the dojo.
But that's still expectations.
Yeah. Right.
Now,
so when you hold them at a higher standard, and those expectations, as Grandmaster Romeo said, are high. If we hold them to those,
but once they just start doing a little better, they get relaxed, then the parents get relaxed.
Right.
You can't be relaxed because we're losing them to medicine.
We're losing them to
and we're losing
drugs,
them to this jail.
Drugs on the street.
In the streets.
Yeah. And we're losing them to, like I said earlier, a different ideology. Once they get that concept of thought that, well, I could do this without
because
education,
here's the thing.
then they're going to roll.
The teachers are scared to discipline the kids.
Right.
And the parents are really scared to discipline the kids now.
Right.
And the kids ain't scared of nobody.
Yeah.
Well, we are running out of time, but you know what? We're going to have to bring y'all back out because this is some very good information. So if you want to get your kids, yes.
And
1033 South 28th Street.
South 28th Street. And there are other martial arts schools in the city. Seek them out because
if you can't get it here, you get it somewhere.
Yeah. The martial sciences is really, really needed.
That's right.
And
we got the Dillons in
got
Newburgh.
Dillon's Karate. You got Tiger Strikes. You got Magic Hands. You got
Dragon Path. Right there at,
we got a lot of people there. And then my dad's school, Barber School of Science and Martial Arts,
Bardstown Road, and he's
Bardstown
on
and Charlotte Community Center.
Right.
All right, so y'all need to invest in your kids. You will not regret it.
Oh, phone number. 502-356-1335.
330-303-8170. The Arabian Nights.
And look us up on Facebook, the Arabian Federation Martial Arts Academy. You can look for Grandmaster Khalid Rahim
the Arabian Nights.
Romeo Cross.
The Arabian Nights.
Hey, look, y'all, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate everybody, man. We love y'all, love each other, man, love the world. And Keisha has a lot of information for you, taxes and real estate. Peace and blessings, Facebook. Hey, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. Hey, man, not enough time to get all the information out, but I will say to Facebook, man, hey, look, y'all, we're family, man. We are family.